isn't much time. We have to hurry. Jeremy has got hold of Vulgus DNA and contaminated Kuiper? Well, the bastard always had a special interest in the Vulgus. He was always praising how much stamina the Vulgus had, their power, their technological prowess, and the possibilities that they unlocked through genetic improvements. I didn't want to discourage him as he was doing useful research into the enemy's capabilities. But I can't deny his obsession made his teammates uneasy. There was an incident where he captured a Vulgus production facility. He argued that Albion also needed to create artificial soldiers. The Colon Counterintelligence Unit investigated his research and seized his records. He was sent to the detention center for a time as a result of what they discovered. He was nearly expelled as a Descendant. Wait. Once he's acquired the Ironheart, there's no reason he won't go ahead with his plan. I wonder if that's why he studied the autopsy report on Alzarok so carefully. He's likely after more than the quantum storage box containing the Ironheart. We need to examine all records involving Jeremy and any of Albion's supplies. All right. Now that I understand the gravity of the situation, you may return to the field. I entrust the capture of Jeremy and secure retrieval of the Ironheart to you.
Demolition of the seed storage has been completed. Rendezvous point set. No matter which way you look at it, it definitely is the Tree of Truth. An encrypted call. This is Enzo. Identify. Wait, is this Jeremy? What is it? Okay, I've switched to a public channel as you requested. Now answer our questions.
Hey! Who is this? If it isn't Alpha's little... I mean, the Descendants.
We'll be asking the questions, Jeremy. What is your location?
I was just about to thank you guys. I'm inside the seed storage, which you guys so kindly cleaned up for me. Thanks for taking care of the Vulgus. I was able to swipe some highly concentrated Kuiper and organic matter, all because of you.
When did you...
Idiot. Did you forget what I can do as soon as you couldn't see me? There were so many blind spots. Until SMO blew the place up, that is. I don't know why you're all making such a big deal out of this guide. She can't guide anyone. She couldn't even find the Ironheart when it was inside a quantum storage box.
Jeremy, have you thought about surrendering? Think about the lives of the innocent soldiers you've influenced.
Don't you think our bigger concern should be the future of humankind? I'm sick and tired of the incompetence of Albion's military commanders. Actually having the Ironheart, which we worked so hard to get, why are we so fixated on using it on the dimensional wall? Do you really think this fight will end just because we closed it? Even if we stop the Colossi from coming, how do we plan to deal with all of the remaining Vulgus and Ingris? We have more casualties daily than there are new recruits. You think Descendants will make a difference? Huh. Even if we can clear an entire battlefield, do you really think that's enough to turn the tide in this war? You You're deluded. Descendants are just as vulnerable as the rest of Albion's soldiers. We're all mortal. And if the Magister's equipment breaks and our arcade runs out, Descendants will be nothing but frail human beings doomed to die. But the Vulgus, they continue to advance even as we speak. The Ironheart makes them even stronger. Humanity needs to be stronger, and I know how. I'll soon show you. Just you wait.
Jeremy? Jeremy! Damn it! There's no way he would have taunted us with an encrypted call that can only be accessed from a short range. I'm positive he's looking for something near the tree.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm ready to blow it all up.
Esimo, if the output of the machine installed on that tree is correct, half of the swamp will be blown away. Please calm down.
This is so frustrating. I'm going crazy. We need to take full control of the area around that tree.
As we can't track Jeremy visually, I've installed a sensor. The moment he sets foot near us, it will activate. It looks like the enemy is also tracking Jeremy, so we'd better capture him first. You need to defend the sensor, Descendant. Jeremy's attacks on the enemy, we're now caught in the crossfire. The sensor must be protected at all costs. We need to eliminate that Vulgus. Slightly damaged, but it's still operational. Defending the equipment is critical to this mission. Do what you can to keep it safe. can't track Jeremy visually, I've installed a sensor. The moment he sets foot near us, it will activate. It looks like the enemy is also tracking Jeremy, so we'd better capture him first. You need to defend the sensor, Descendant. Jeremy's attacks on the enemy, we're now caught in the crossfire. The sensor must be protected at all costs. Need to eliminate that Vulgus. I'll keep the sensor operational until we find Jeremy. Sensors are operating normally. We've seized all Vulgus' supplies. Let's get back to the outpost. We need to wait for Dr. Cade to contact us about the next operation anyway. Speak of the devil. She's contacting me now. Kate, I'm receiving. The supplies I sent are the ones seized from an important Vulgus facility. We identified them as being highly likely to be targeted by Jeremy, so we went after them first. There's 3 supply boxes worth.
These are genetic materials used to create Vulgus bodies. If Jeremy wants to emulate the process in the Alzarok report, these are the core materials he'll need. But did you say 3 boxes? Only 2 have been delivered. Was one intercepted by the Vulgus?
What are you talking about, Kate? The delivery speed for Albion supply boxes is too fast to be overtaken by standard transportation. Wait a second. Jeremy. His RK abilities. He might be able to grab a supply box mid-air. Damn it. This is the emergency response system. A supply box on its way to Albion has been intercepted. Last known location is in the northeast. There is a high chance that Jeremy grabbed it. He planned this.
Oh man, you've given me everything I needed. You have my eternal gratitude. Don't worry, I'll put these supplies to good use.
All forces, I'm sending the last known coordinates of the supply box. Move out.
Is Jeremy trying to make a pet Vulgus? That's disturbing.
I have a different theory. Jeremy has everything he now needs. Void energy, highly concentrated Kuiper, Vulgus DNA solution, and the Iron Heart. All of these were used by Amon when he created Alzarok.
Are you saying Jeremy is creating a super strong Vulgus that will obey him? I would have expected bigger things from that traitor.
Perhaps, as he already has RK, he may be attempting to fuse his own body with that of a Vulgus, spawning a new being. Those of Esimo's men who were won over by Jeremy were strongly taken by his words, fully believing what he said. However, there is one thing Jeremy hasn't been able to obtain yet. An energy output intense enough to activate the Iron Heart. Fortunately, I do not detect any facilities in this swamp with that level of output. However, if there are any Colossi remains in this swamp in fairly good condition, they may still retain an immense amount of power. And there would be no need to infiltrate an Albion or Vulgus facility. I suspect the remains are exactly what Jeremy is after.
Ah, if that's so, that's good news. There aren't any usable Colossi remains around here, so we can finally catch our breath.
Actually, there is one. A while ago, there was an executioner which failed in an intercept attempt and ended up somewhere in this swamp. This is Vulgus territory, and I wasn't in a position to go after it at the time, so I left it.
Ah, damn it. I guess there was no way of knowing it could be used for this. We need to find the location of the remnants. I'm gonna blow them up so that nobody can use them.
We can stop the Vulgus forces' transportation. We can stop them from rallying. In order to do that, we need to neutralize their generator. I'll identify which Vulgus have high voltage fuses using this observation equipment. Once we have them, we can solve the generator issue. Vulgus with a fuse spotted. Find a second fuse. A generator guard has appeared. Take the target down quickly. The target has been destroyed. Operation successful.
Descendant, I have temporarily transferred the void radar code to this drone. Connect me to the drone so that I can track the exact location of the remnants of the executioner. The remains of the Colossus should be there. I will request Enzo to provide aerial reconnaissance.
All units assemble at the shared location. Based on the intel collected during the operation, Jeremy is heading for...
Wait a sec. Isn't that Corell's ship? Why the hell is it there?
This operation must succeed. Jeremy, if you can hear me, respond.
Jeremy, don't do anything stupid. If you claim to still be a Descendant, then it is your duty to not let Karel get his hands on the Ironheart. It's not too late to turn yourself in. If you do, we guarantee your safety. Jeremy, respond! We can't wait any longer. Essimo and I will deal with the incoming Vulgus forces. You need to head to the location of Jeremy's signal.
Karel's ship is stopped midair. Guide, are you getting any readings?
The void signal generated by the remnants of the Colossus is compromising the sensitivity of my bandwidth.
Damn it, the enemy are swarming on this side too. I won't let a single bastard through, but you'll have to take care of whatever's inside.
Jeremy, the Ironheart, and the soldiers. None of their fates are certain. Don't look back, Descendant. Keep moving forward. Now that Karel has arrived in person, the Vulgus are fully prepared. Unless we destroy their alarm, they will continue to alert more enemy troops. And if we don't destroy it, it will endanger not only us, but Enzo and Essimo as well. Pulses have been detected. I will try to extract the signal.
Go.
The signal has been interrupted. Disrupted by something. Jeremy may have placed the Ironheart back into the quantum storage box.
Jeremy, come in. If you surrender now, we can protect you. I repeat, surrender now. Oh no, we need to move faster.
Will not fail.
Karel's ship is leaving. Guide, what happened to the Ironheart?
I'm still unable to track the Iron Heart due to its void signal. I cannot detect its pulses. There are bodies ahead. It's the soldiers. Vulgus ambush. Focus, Descendant. These were the soldiers under Jeremy's command. They are all dead.
Another descendant.
You are mine.
Lord Carrell's orders were to
take care of any descendant who follow.
Descendant.
Only one more left.
This is a journey on that Vulgus. You may be able to find out what happened here.
They wouldn't chase us this far, right? Shh. Focus.
What? Are you scared right now? This is nothing.